back your homes or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, so HBO just released a brand new trailer for Game of Thrones Season 7. It includes footage of Jon Snow, Cersei, and Daenerys. If you haven't seen it, follow this link to the official trailer. Anyway, I want to take a minute to break down what we see in the promo. First off, there's one thing I noticed right away. Jon, Cersei, and Dany are the only characters who appear, and the content for each of them is basically the same. They are all centralized as the rulers in their own separate groups. Cersei is on the Iron Throne, Daenerys is on the throne at Dragonstone, and Jon is on the Lord of Winterfell's chair in Winterfell. The official title of the promo is Long Walk, so it clearly shows the connection between the three characters and their journey that got them to where they are now. They each have different reasons for being at the top. Jon doesn't crave the title King, but he has ironically ended up as one, mostly because of his dedication to save mankind. Daenerys grew up in Essos without a family, only her brother Viserys, who seemed to always want to put his needs before anyone else's. Dany is seeking the Iron Throne because her family sat on it for nearly 3 centuries. To be honest, she doesn't really know anything else. She grew up thinking that one day her family would finally get Westeros back from the people who took it away. And Cersei is kind of in the same boat. She grew up as royalty, with her father as the hand of the king to Aerys Targaryen. There was a time when Cersei even thought that she was going to marry Rhaegar. Now, her children are dead, she has a toxic relationship with her brother Jaime. The king that she did marry never truly loved her, and he stayed drunk basically 24/7, as well as slept around with many other women. All 3 of these characters have a life story that would be hard to handle from anyone's point of view. One thing that has been synonymous with Season 7 content is the blue eye of the Night King. For anyone who wants to believe the blue eye might be a reference to the blue-eyed giant theory, I think with this release, it has been confirmed that the blue eye is none other than the Night King. You can see in these 2 pictures that the faces match. So overall, the trailer is displaying the rulers that are entering Season 7. Jon, Cersei, Dany, and the Night King. When we take this into account, we can notice the comparison between the conflict of the 2 queens and the conflict between the living and the dead. Showrunners David and Dan mentioned in an interview a few months ago that Season 7 would focus heavily on the threat north of the Wall, as well as the Wall itself. Since winter is here, it doesn't really surprise anyone that the North will be one of the main settings for next season. As we continue through the trailer, it's obvious that everyone's wardrobe is changing. If you've kept up with our filming spoilers and updates, you already know the main characters are wearing darker and darker garments. I think it's a visual tie to how everything in Westeros is getting darker, colder, and even more dangerous. The main takeaway from the trailer, from my perspective, is Cersei's cold breath. She's sitting on the Iron Throne, and her breath appears cold, so King's Landing is affected by winter. That's really interesting. It lines up with everything Daenerys envisioned while she was in the House of the Undying. A big question in the Game of Thrones community has been whether winter would make it far enough south to affect King's Landing. This question has sprouted from Dany's prophetic visions, as well as the idea that by the end of the series, the Iron Throne will be useless. So much of this trailer has undeniable foreshadowing in it. For example, Dany is at Dragonstone, the same place her family migrated to after leaving Essos. She just left Essos. She's going to most likely travel right to Dragonstone, and after she gets everything in order, she will make her way to King's Landing. Just like Aegon the Conqueror, she will use her dragons to take what is hers. I don't know, I'm just super excited for Season 7. It can't come fast enough. Let me know your thoughts on the trailer in the comments. As always, have a great day, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.